The alien you see right now is actually a real man. He chose to cut off many of his body parts, paid for many implants and tattooed his whole body just to look like this. But, Nightfam, even crazier than this is how this black alien looked like before, because he used to look just fine. In fact, many would dream to have his previous body. So what pushed this guy to totally replace his human form with something so scary? And surprisingly, why does his own wholesome mother support his transformation? Well, you're about to hear the mind-blowing story of Anthony Loffredo. From a very young age, Anthony always dreamed big. He wanted to be an astronaut, so he dreamt about other planets, species, and, you guessed it, aliens. But, like most insecure kids, he started to dislike his own body. At some point, he wanted to look like the aliens he imagined in space.
I love it because it's my body, and at the same time I kind of hate it as it's not the body I want. Why do we have 2 arms? Why do we have 2 legs?
This is how the monstrosity started. Once he was old enough to afford altering his own body, Anthony started going crazy with it. As you've already seen, he started by covering his whole body with tattoos, every inch of his skin covered in permanent black. And when that didn't feel like it was alien enough, Anthony also colored his eyeballs. And then, 6 years after that, he made them green. But if he truly wanted to be an alien, he had to further look like not a human. So Anthony also split his tongue into 2 and colored it green. Still not satisfied, he cut off 2 of his fingers so his hand looks like claws. He also chopped off his ears, removed his nose, got rid of his upper lip, and inserted over 40 implants under his skin, head, and arms. How on earth does he deal with all that pain?
The most painful one was the tongue. I could not eat or talk. I got fed up with my swollen throat.
But perhaps even more painful is how he deals with all the horrible words that people throw at him. I mean, just look at the comments right here. Disgusting, seek psychiatric treatment, seek Jesus, and lastly, your mom must cry every night. And that is where the surprise comes. As I told you earlier, Anthony's own mother is fine with this crazy transformation. In his own words, a mother never judges her son. Now, before you think about your own opinion on this, listen to what I'm about to tell you first. Because even when Anthony already looks so much like an alien, turns out he is only starting. And at this stage, he is just 30% done. Yes, listen to the insane surgeries he wants to do. He wants to replace his nipples with implants. He plans to amputate one of his legs. And listen to this. Just like he split his tongue into 2, he also wants to cut his penis into 2. How far can people go in modifying their bodies? Because on one hand, we at Project Nightfall will always stand up for embracing who you wanna be. Your uniqueness is your power. And at the very least, we know that Anthony is not hurting anybody. But from the standpoint of someone who cares about this guy's health, just how far is too far? When a fellow human is out there announcing that he is going to cut off his own body parts simply for an extreme look, should we just stay silent and accept his decisions? Is he ungrateful for removing his own body parts? I mean, thousands of people out there dream of the privilege to have been born with an able body. But then again, should Anthony just be free to follow his dreams? Because it's his body and therefore his choice. For the last time, Nightfam, let me ask you, how far can people go in modifying their bodies?